What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA World Cup video. In this video guys, I'm going to be talking to you through some of the squad building challenges that are available to you at the start when you first go into the World Cup mode. These are a fairly sort of decent way to obtain some players early on, which I haven't done yet, and I feel like it's about time I got them done, as my team is sort of struggling to get hold of a few players. I've got positions that need serious strengthening, and possibly you guys might be in the same kind of situation, so I'd sort of talk you through those so that you know how to do them. If you haven't done them in normal Ultimate Team, I know that obviously majority of people will. If you haven't, basically what they involve is you'll get a certain, like a list of requirements that the squad needs to involve. For example, certain number of gold players or certain number of silver players, certain number of players from certain countries, clubs, little things like that. Various requirements to make a specific team that EA sort of asks for, I guess. Sometimes they're really specific, sometimes they're a lot more generalized. Obviously, the more specific it is, the harder it's going to be to create. But as this is just a let's get started ones, these are going to be pretty simple, good place to start out. So yeah, let's just go into these. I've already put the players in, so these are ready to go. I'll just explain to you why the certain players are there. So you can see with the first one, it's literally called First Exchange. You just need a team rating of 1, and you need a player. It has it in the goalkeeper slot. You don't even need to put a goalkeeper in. My advice would be to put in the lowest rated player possible. Obviously there's no market, so like the players don't really have a value, but if you consider that like the lowest rated players are probably going to be the easiest to obtain, so obviously you don't want to put in like a Messi, for example. You're not going to put in something like that. But yeah, like as you can see there, this Icelandic goalkeeper, he's the lowest rated player that I possess, so I'm just going to put him straight into there. And then you just want to confirm that one, submit the squad, and obviously when you put the player in, he's gone forever until you obviously pack him again. For that one we got one single player pack, so one of the packs you get for completing a match. The next bit is obviously what's called the second step. This one here, you just need 12 team chemistry and just 3 players in the squad. So in this particular case, they've gone for 2 centre backs and a holding midfielder is what you need. I've gone for 2 centre backs that do link in terms of their confederation. Obviously, you've got this guy Hausawi, who's from Asia, obviously, Saudi Arabia, and I've also got Hyun Soo Jang. Again, he's Korean, so obviously Asian. They don't need to have like a strong link, just literally a soft link will do. The holding midfielder, Swedish, obviously from Europe, he doesn't link at all, but as long as it's actually a holding midfielder, I'm pretty sure it's fine. You can't actually see it because of my face, but that is 14 chemistry, that squad. So obviously easily gets it. I think you need probably like at least 1 link. If I was to maybe go for just like any sort of centre back. Let's see if we got African. Yeah, so if you just put in 2 centre backs and a holding midfielder that had no links whatsoever, it wouldn't do it, unfortunately. You do need at least 1 soft link in there. But yeah, like I said, fairly easy. If you've been playing a lot of games, you should have opened a lot of packs by now, and you have enough players to do these sort of things without any sort of struggles whatsoever, as they're not very specific. You can put in any players you want. But for that part, you do get a standard FIFA World Cup pack, one of the 5k packs that you would buy from the store. The third and final step actually involves 4 players. This one, it's a little bit more specific, but again, you should be able to do it fairly easily. What you need is where you need at least, it's exactly 3 nations. So, and a team chemistry of at least 17 in those 4 players. So basically, you're going to need obviously 3 different nations, and then the final player is going to have to be of one of the same nations as the other 3. In this case, I've gone for my cam, which is actually a CDM in Aaron Gunnarsson. So there you can see this. It's not that specific that you even need a cam. I mean, I've thrown in a CDM who's obviously not going to get like a huge amount of chemistry, but because he's Icelandic and links to Gudmundsson on the right, who is in the correct position, that obviously gets me the strong link there. And then for the other positions, I've just gone for other European players. So I've got John Guidetti up front, soft links to those guys, and Kostic as well on the left. Again, he's only as like a left winger, not even specifically as a left mid, but soft links, absolutely fine. I've got 27 chemistry there, so easily achieving the chemistry requirements. You probably, I mean, obviously they got the strong link there. You may even get away with just having any left mid at all. I mean, I can't really show you guys because I've literally only got European. But Lavezzi, so Lavezzi would do it as a South American with absolutely no links. So like you see, it's fairly easy to do, not overly specific. Just get at least one green link, and then you're going to get a massive chemistry boost straight off. And the rest of the players, you can kind of just put whatever you want in, but I just went for the full European just to play it safe. Obviously, don't put in like too highly rated players. I've got, you know, the highest rate there was 79. It's probably a little bit over what I would like to do, but at this current stage, I don't really have a lot of players I can choose from. I can't be really picky with what I'm putting in, so I'm just putting players in really. The reward for this is a premium pack, so one of the 7.5k packs you get in the store, so that's a very nice reward. You usually get boards in these. I've had a couple recently that I haven't had a board in, which has been quite frustrating, but in general you do tend to get a board. Usually quite a good pack. You know, you can obviously get some very highly rated players there, but that would complete the set. And with these, obviously you get in your individual rewards for each individual squad, but you do get a reward for completing the set as well. And on this particular challenge, you get 2 81 rated or higher players. Obviously 81 rated is the minimum rating for a player to be a board in the World Cup mode, unlike it being 83 on normal Ultimate Team. So basically getting 2 guaranteed board players. You could get Messi and Ronaldo. There's nothing to say that you wouldn't get that. You could get 2 icons. I don't know that they're... I've not seen that icons are not in these packs, so you could get 2 icons essentially. But yeah, we'll see with that. There are some more SBCs here, so you can see there's one for that's literally just called Europe. You have to exchange a squad of players that are all from the countries that are from Europe. This one you need, I think it's a 79, is it, or is it, no, it's 80. You need an 80 team rating at least. You do need 90 chemistry as well, so obviously, you know, you're going to get that if you have 11 European players really, unless you get just a full team of centre backs or something like that. So that's probably one that like isn't going to be too difficult to do eventually, but for me right now, I wouldn't say that I've got a lot of players that I would like to kind of bin off straight away. This is not something that I'm going to do for now. The reward for that, you don't actually get packs, it's just 12,000 coins. There's the rest of these South America, obviously the same idea, just a South American team. That's the same reward. I think it's the same requirements actually in terms of the rating. Yeah, so 80 rated. They've basically got one for every continent. The North and Central America, you only need a minimum rate of 73. That's obviously, you know, relevant to the players that play there. I think the North and Central America is actually only like Costa Rica and Panama. I think they're the only nations possibly they're in there. Africa, you need at least a 75 rated team. So you can see that the ratings are, you know, they're sort of relevant to whatever players are in the countries that are from that continent. Asia, 73 as well. Some decent players obviously in Asia, like people like Kagawa, Son. Yeah, and then this is what I'm going to do now. The national icon. I'm going to have a look at this, see if I've got enough players to get this done. I feel like I probably should by now. So we'll have a look at this one. It's important to note as well that the icon, so basically the rule for this, you get a free icon essentially. It could be any of the different icons. It's important to note, I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter here, but it says untradeable. Obviously every item is untradeable on here. So yeah, but it is really good. It's good that everyone can get one. You need a minimum team rating of 79 and also a minimum team chemistry of 50. Now 50 chemistry is not going to be overly difficult to get, but the 79 team rating could be possibly. Depends what sort of situation you're at really with your club. If you've played a lot of games and got a lot of players, then maybe you may not be able to do it. But for me, I'm hoping by now, I'm nearing sort of 30 game mark. I've really been sort of grinding it out since the last video. Trying to get all these players in preparation to do this video really. So hopefully should be able to get somewhere with this particular SBC. I'm going to start with some 79s just to sort of keep it up. I'm going to put Joe Hart in. I used him for a bit, but I really didn't like him. Contral as well. I'm not really going to miss him too much, although I haven't actually used him. I think centre back I'm actually going to put in Vermaelen and Lovren. I know they're 80s and they're a little bit over, but that's going to free up some rating to put some slightly lower rated players into the other positions. Obviously, because you obviously saw in the previous video, like centre backs, one of my strongest areas. I've got a lot of really decent centre backs that I don't mind using. So these guys are just not going to get a look in, so I may as well just chuck them straight in. Centre midfield, we've got a lot of options as well. Let's go for Max Meyer, and why not put Schöner as well. They don't have to be like from, obviously I've got all Europe here, but they don't have to be from Europe. I mean, obviously it's going to help if the players from the same confederation to get your chemistry, but that's not a definite requirement. In the striker area, that's all I have. You can see I've not got this on Europe. The confederation is just as any. That's all I have. I haven't packed any other strikers. So I'm going to have to put in Defoe and Kokorin, although I suppose you don't necessarily have to put two strikers, because if you can get 50 chemistry by maybe putting somebody out of position. I might have a look at that in a second if I'm not like way over the rating. But that'll just be what to do for now. Maybe put him in. Let's just check the right wing as well, because I don't really want to put Chara in just because he probably one of the best South American right wings I've got, so I probably want to keep hold of it for now just in case I do decide to do a South American team. Already checked the right back and left mid. I didn't really have anybody that I sort of wanted to put in, so I'm just going to go, you know, let's sort this low to high. Let's just go through and see if I can put players from random positions into these areas, and it might work. You know, let's go for Vestergaard. Go Bruno Alves. Pop those two in and just see where we're at in terms of our rating, if I do it like that. So we're on 78 at the moment. Easily got enough chemistry. We've got 69 chemistry at this point. If I put it on... If I just put it on any, I wonder what I can actually put in here. So if I put Vlasic in, he doesn't do it. If that goalkeeper goes in, he doesn't do it. So you can see, look, 72 rated. I can even get away with a 71 rated Korean winger here. So I'd probably just do that. Not really going to be a massive loss to me. But actually, that obviously ticks all the requirements. You know, it's not like I'm really losing anything here. Like a lot of these players, I don't use any of them anymore. I'm not going to lose any sleep over losing these players, especially when in return I'm going to be getting an icon. So that is definitely something that you'd want to submit. And I strongly advise to get this done as soon as you can, because a lot of people have already done it. So this is why you keep coming up against opponents that have icons, and you probably think they've got really lucky packing them, but they've literally just done this SBC. And I feel like not having one for this time has put me at a massive disadvantage in a lot of my games. So yeah, I'm definitely pleased to get that out of the way. The final things we can look at in this video are some of these upgrade packs. Now you've got obviously North and Central America upgrade, South America upgrade, Europe upgrade, Africa upgrade, and the Asia upgrade. I'll focus on the Europe upgrade first, just because I've got a European team. So what you do is you literally just need 11 players that will get you 25 chemistry, and for that you get one Europe players pack. It contains 3 European players of any rating, so you could get 3 boards. I mean, you could literally get, I don't know, like Ronaldo, Hazard, and Lewandowski. I don't know. That's the sort of level. But then you could get 3 really poor players. That's just the luck of the draw a bit. But yeah, I'll pop some players in here. Again, even though it's a Europe upgrade, you don't have to put like players from Europe in, so you can literally just chuck whoever you want into these squads. Just obviously be careful if you're going for like the lowest rated. Just be careful you don't end up putting in somebody that you wanted to keep or that you use. You can see like I've put this in, it's not got the chemistry straight away. Just have a little shuffle around with them, see if you can get them in to their sort of correct positions as such. I've got a lot of defenders there actually. This might be a bit tougher to get some of these in. Try and just link them like with their, so if I put him in, obviously he's a cam, so he's going to link. Maybe if I move him across the left back and move him across to the left mid position, he gets like 21 chemistry. Moving him across gives it 24. Got to be somewhere that this guy can move to get it up. There we go, just put him in. So, yeah, little shuffle around, you get it up to enough chemistry. That's 30 chemistry now, so, and you can literally just submit that and you get in 3 European players. It could be 3 really good European players. So do one of those, and I'll do a South American one as well. Just I don't have a lot of overly good South American players as of yet. I can't actually make like a full team, and I want to get to that point where I can have like a South American team and a European team. So we'll do that. Again, just literally just toss in whoever, as long as it's not somebody that you use in your team. Even something like Aaron Moy, I don't really mind putting him in. Obviously, he's not that highly rated. He's not from a confederation that I'm going to use that much. Same principle applies, just move him around. This guy's left wing back, we've got, put him in, we put him there we go. 25 chemistry done. That's that squad completed, very simply. These upgrade packs are repeatable, so whenever, if you keep getting like absolute trash in all of your single player packs, save up those players, put them in these upgrades, and hopefully you can turn these trash players into some really good like elite players that can hope to win a lot more games. That's all the ones I'm going to do for now, guys. Obviously, I mean, we've got a fair few packs here to open now. What should we start with? I suppose we'll probably start with the we'll start with a single players pack. We're going with that. I'm probably not expecting the board here, but you never know. So no board on this particular occasion. I'm hoping as well when I'm doing this, guys, that the sound, if I do get a really good board player, it's not going to be sort of overpowering my voice, and that has been in a few of the previous videos. I've sort of played around with a few of the volume settings, and I'm hoping that it's sort of sorted now, or at least an improvement, so I know that I am going in the right direction with what I'm doing. We've got Kurt Zouma there. Not a bad player. Not something that I'm going to use, but you know, it's another player for the collection. I'm going to do the 5k pack now. Just, I probably won't get something that major in here, but we have got a board. We've got one board there. It is a Belgian player. Oh my god, is it Eden Hazard? Oh no, it's Jules Mertens. Oh, that's good though. I can take that. Yes, yes, let's go. Come on. I mean, it's not quite Hazard, but that's absolutely fantastic. He's got to get into the team. I'll just put him straight in. That's absolutely insane. Really good, agile, quick forward. We've got Muriel as well, Fabian, and we've got the Brazil manager Tite. Contracts, a couple little bits and bobs, a couple duplicates as well. But yeah, all in all, for a 5k pack, that's a very successful 5k pack. We've got a lot of packs still to go, and we've already got a very, very nice pull straight off there. Let's just go with a 7.5k pack. I'm trying to go with the ones which obviously I think are going to be the best at the end, but see what I mean? No board. I've had this a lot recently. The last few packs of these always used to be really good 7.5k packs. I've had a lot of 7.5k packs with no board players. I mean, we got one in the 5k, but not in 7.5k. That one's got Ward-Prowse, Miranchuk, Bjarnason, and Miranchuk. Okay. Anton Miranchuk and Alexei Miranchuk. Right, that'll be interesting at the World Cup. See if those two both play. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, Are they literally... Oh wow, they are literally twins. Born on the exact same day. Blimey. But they don't really look like twins, do they? That's strange. That's very strange. I mean, you can obviously see the resemblance, but they're not exactly like identical twins, are they? That is so weird. Unless, you know, it could just be a freak occurrence, but surely they're twins. We got Usami as well. We got Senegal's manager. We've got contract, CDM centre mid, Moldova Arena, and Uruguay's kit as well. But that is a weird pack. I've not seen that before. I had no idea that those guys were around. Yeah, interesting pack. But I think we'll do the upgrades now. Obviously, I'm guaranteed boards there, and obviously I'll save the icon till the end because that's just going to be, hopefully, that'll be huge. I mean, I could get proper shafted there, but I'm hoping it's going to be huge. We'll go with the South America upgrade pack first. We have a board in this one. Hopefully Messi. Give me a Messi. Oh my God, it's Argentina. Oh, so amazing. We got Ava Benega. Not a bad sort of player, solid player. His enemy goes like good dribbling, good pass, and apart from that, his stats are pretty poor. But I'm happy with that. We got Paredes and Avia as well. You know, just more players for the collection. I want to say, like, for the collection as well, what I love about this game, guys, is that it's obviously there's no market, so you keep getting the players in your packs and you add them into your club. It feels like FIFA's own version of like a Panini sticker book, and obviously, you know, like, I mean, I don't do it anymore, but I always used to collect the Panini stickers and stuff like that for the World Cups and the European Championships when I was younger. And it's this sort of thing, just it's like almost doing the same thing but in FIFA, and it's really enjoyable. And I do like that sort of that part of it, which is almost why, like, there's bits of this I actually prefer to normal Ultimate Team. In fact, there's no market, but I know that obviously, you know, there has to be a market in normal Ultimate Team, else it just wouldn't work. In the Europe upgrade pack, we don't have a board, which is unfortunate. We've got an English striker though, which is Mikel Antonio, which is, you know, not a bad player. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to be particularly sort of overpowered on here. We've got Gudelj as well, and Shishkin, 275s. That's, to be honest, that was a pretty poor pack. I've seen better. I have to admit, I've seen a lot better. But now, onto the big boys. This is where it could get really interesting. We got two guaranteed board players in a 281 plus players pack. I'll take an icon. I'll take Ronaldo. I'll take Messi. Come on, boys. Deliver. There's no icons because we've all seen a gold flash there. But we've got Spanish. It's a goalkeeper, is it? It's not even. It was going too quick. I was hoping for like the hair to know that, but it was going too quick. I knew it was going to be good. It was such a recoil. Underneath, it's not going to be great, is it? It's going to be like another 82 or maybe even 81 underneath. This is not ideal. Who have we got? Oh my God, we got Luis Gustavo. Ugh. EA. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. I'm gutted. I thought after Mertens, I thought we could have been in for a lot of decent players here, but it looks like it's just going to be Mertens and an icon, really. Not a lot else as a sort of major improvement to the team. Don't get me wrong, like, Gustavo's a good player, but I'll show you my squad in a second. Obviously, because I've been playing a lot of games, opened a lot of packs. Got a few new players, and I've got quite a few South American midfielders now that if I do go to make a South American team, I can't really go wrong in that area, so he won't really get in either. But here we go. The one guaranteed icon pack. On one of my other accounts that obviously I've not been doing like YouTube with, I got Nakata in this pack, the Japanese attacking midfielder who just got added specifically for the World Cup. He's not very good. As simple as that. He really isn't very good. I really didn't like enjoy using him, and he actually sits on my bench, so I really hope I don't get him. I'm hoping I can get somebody who is going to be, you know, like exciting to use. Hopefully in like an attacking area, somebody who can just stay in my team. Maybe a player who like is almost like irreplaceable in the team, can literally just sit in my team and do a job for such a long time, and they're just like irreplaceable. So yeah, let's go, please, yeah, please. What's it gonna be? It's German. Oh, is this who I think it is? Oh, it is! It's Lothar Matthäus! Yes! Get in! Oh, I love this guy. He's so good. Yes! Oh, that's insane! Oh, get in! Oh, he's insane. He's definitely one of the best ones. Oh, what a player. Unbelievable. 93 rated centre mid. 89 pace, 80 driven, 89 shooting, 90 defending, 90 passing, 85 physical. I saw this guy play Xabi Alonso's testimonial. It was like a Liverpool versus Bayern Munich testimonial. He was playing for Bayern. What a guy. He was on, I remember, like, was it the last World Cup as well? Or maybe, I don't know, the World Cup or the Euros. Like, he was on ITV, wasn't he? Doing his punditry. What a hero. We've got him. Lothar Matthäus. That's insane. Welcome to the club. Get straight in there. I'll put you straight in my starting lineup. Give him the captain's armband a lot. Alright. So this is the squad. Right now, obviously I'm going to do a couple of improvements. So at the moment I've currently got Jordan Pickford in goal. Solid goalkeeper. Nothing special. He's okay. I suppose I should say I've changed to 3-5-2 if you didn't notice. I've changed to 3-5-2. I've had a lot of success with this on another account as well. I actually won the World Cup. I saw a lot of talk about it on like Twitter and various sites of that apparently it was a good solid formation actually on this mode, so I thought I'd try it out. And it's been working quite well for me. I've not won the World Cup yet on this account, but I sort of blame that on some of the individuals. But yeah, I've got Koscielny, Hummels and Umtiti at the back. Pepe doesn't get in for me because out of the four, Pepe's the worst, I would say. I just don't like how he's not the most mobile defender. I've got Matuidi, who I packed. I've actually packed him twice, which is quite frustrating. He's in the duplicate pile. Rajanine Golan as well in there. Packed Dele Alli fairly recently, one of the most recent packs before this video actually, and he's been doing very well. He's got 3 goals in his 2 matches plus an assist, so Dele Alli's been a very good addition to the side. Kingsley Coman now plays out on the left wing instead of Andre Schürrle. Vasquez is still in there. He's poor. He's got 3 goals in 33 games and 2 assists. He's not ideal. But we've got 2 new strikers. So we've got Marcus Rashford, who's been in there for a long time. I packed him pretty much instantly after the previous video. And Diego Costa's a very recent addition as well, along with Dele Alli. Costa's been superb. His debut, he actually came on at half time and scored 4. And then in his second game, he popped up with another goal and 4 assists. So you can see in 2 matches he has 5 goals, 4 assists. Now he's been an absolute revelation since he's come in. I cannot fault the guy. He's been absolutely superb. Rashford as well has been so solid for me. 28 matches, 27 goals and 12 assists. For an 81 rated striker, you can't ask for much more than that. I think when you're going into like the positives with the goals, that's when you're looking at some of the more elite players. So for somebody like him to be at that kind of level for me, that's very respectable. On the bench, you've got Keylor Navas, who we packed. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to get him into a team due to the chemistry. See, Pepe sat there. We've got Inigo Martinez as well, another defender I can't really use. Paulinho was a huge pull as well, which is what I was saying about some of the South American midfielders, because I've got Paulinho, I've got Fernandinho as well. You can see down there, obviously we've still got Casemiro as well. Salah's still there. Batshuayi, he's been fairly solid for me as well. 21 matches, 11 goals, 11 assists. He's done, you know, I can't ask for much more than that. I didn't expect him to be that great. Busquets is still sat there on the reserves, probably just because of the rating. So is Khedira, Ander Herrera, and Morata as well. I don't really like Morata, I'm not going to lie. 8 goals and 10 assists in 17 games is not actually that bad, but I just didn't feel like he offered enough to the team. So, you know, I just I sort of got rid of him as soon as I could, really. Like, Batshuayi came in, and you compare Batshuayi and Morata's cards, and you'd think, oh, like, probably Morata every day of the week, but Batshuayi is just so much better. And Costa's just taking it to a new level now, and Rashford's finally got a decent strike partner. So, it's a solid enough team for now. Obviously, I've got a couple of players I can add in as well, so let's just remove some of these players that I don't really want anymore in here, just to free up some slots for some of these new arrivals. We'll take out Khedira as well, because he's not really cutting it. Just quickly move these guys down to the end. I better put that back up to higher. So yeah, Lothar Matthäus, I mean, just get in the team, mate. I mean, Raja Nainggolan's going to come out, which is unfortunate for him, because he's actually considering, like, I've played him out of position quite a lot. For a while, he was in cam before I got Dele Alli. He still managed to he's got like 7 goals, 5 assists, 25 games. It's not brilliant, but he's not a cam, so I can't really blame him too much in that sense. We need to get Mertens involved as well. I'm a little bit undecided what I'm going to do with him for now. I'm going to put him on the bench. To be honest, normally I'd play him in cam, because I think he's a little bit too short to play up front. But in the circumstances, Dele Alli's really quick start, and obviously like Rashford and Costa are doing, I might start Mertens on the bench, figure out who's the weakest link out of those 3, and then maybe decide what to do with Mertens. I won't throw him straight in. I'll give him a sub appearance for this debut probably. I'm not sure if I've really got anything else in here. Obviously, I didn't really pack much else, did I? Obviously, we got like Sergio Rico. He's not going to get onto the bench because of Keylor Navas. Some of these players, obviously, you may not have seen them. I just obviously flick through them, so you guys can just have a look. There's some not bad players in there, but they're just not good enough improvements for this particular team, really. And Didi looks like he's smelt like a really bad fart. Yeah. I don't know what is that photo all about. What else have we got here? Guillem, to be honest, he went in ahead of Joe Hart for a bit. I originally put Joe Hart in when I packed him, but Hart was that poor that Guillem went back in, and he wasn't too bad. But I finally got Pickford, who's going to be a little bit more solid. Like Mikel sat there, a couple more players, Bjarnason. Said a bit more, so we just put him into the upgrade. Yeah, like all in all, not a bad sort of team. I'm gonna just keep it like that. I don't need to put any. I don't need to fill that extra slot. That should be fine. But this boy's big. He is big. I can't believe we got him. I genuinely thought we were gonna get somebody so bad. That's monstrous. 93 acceleration in the middle of the park. The boy's gonna be intercepting everything. Look at that career as well. At the start of the 1990s, Lothar Matthäus was in his prime, playing for Internazionale. His performance saw him win the Ballon d'Or in 1990 before helping Inter lift the UEFA Cup. It was on the international stage, however, where Matthäus experienced undoubtedly the highlights of his career. At the FIFA World Cup in Italy, Lothar Matthäus captained West Germany to glory as they beat Argentina 1-0 in the final. In 1991, Matthäus won the first ever FIFA World Player of the Year award. That just says it all. Class act. Club career, he spent 5 years at Mönchengladbach. He played 200 matches, got 49 goals. 152 games at Bayern, where he got 69 goals. That was over the course of 4 years. He had 4 years at Inter Milan as well, where he made 153 appearances, got 53 goals. He then actually went back to Bayern. I didn't know this, where he spent 8 years with 258 appearances and 31 goals. It's 0 years, so I presume he spent like half a season maybe at Metro Stars. I had no idea what country that's in. Played 23 games, didn't get a goal. He made 150 appearances, 150 caps for Germany with 23 goals. That is some career. No wonder he's got an icon card. His attributes, I mean, he's got a lot, this boy. Every single stat is like at least light green. That is crazy. What is it? It's like his jumping that's the worst stat at 74, I think. Yeah. What a player. What a player. I am super psyched about getting him. I cannot believe we've got Lothar Matthäus. So happy. Um, yeah, I'm close to getting another pack, but I can't quite do that in this video, unfortunately for you guys. But I'm going to leave it there. I think it's probably dragged on for a little bit now, obviously, like sort of talking through all that. But that's how to get the squad building challenges done, to get you some players like a Dries Mertens. So if you want Dries Mertens, get it done. If you need an icon, you may not get lucky with a Lothar Matthäus. You could get really lucky and get like R9 or Ronaldinho or Thierry Henry or Pele or Maradona. You could get somebody huge. So if you haven't done that, I would get that done ASAP. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Hopefully it was useful. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But for now, that is all. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.